Oh, 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 oh. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki. I'm just another brown girl in America, and we are back for another Thursday night live. As you can see, I got my boy Los with me tonight. Give the people a hand clap. Yay! What's up, Los?
What's up with you? C Los here. The LOS me love ourselves, so it's C love ourselves. Thanks for having me back on for the second episode.
All
Let's talk.
right, yeah. You always welcome back.
So what you got to
Okay,
talk about?
today I want to talk about, I found this video, and we're going to get right into the show of this chick. So, the sisterhood is what I want to talk about. Do you know what that is? Like, as a guy, what is your idea when you hear women say the sisterhood? What does that mean to you?
Me is a man. What is a sisterhood?
Yeah, like when you hear women say the sisterhood or stick with the sisterhood, like, do you think that's the real thing, or do you think women fake towards each other, or
I mean, you don't
do them?
hear
And
it.
I'm talking about black women. Like, do they love each other like they claim to do?
I think some black women love each other, but in today's society, you don't hear about sisterhoods. Like back in the day when my mom was grew up, my mom had, her girlfriends, and I'm not talking about like gay, like that's her. Like my mom
Right,
terminology of girlfriends was her best friend, her best,
right. Back then, yeah.
female friend. And the reason why I got to say that is because the terminology has changed. Sisterhood back in the day was, the village. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we got these kids. They all looked out to each other. They all, women back in the day had female friends. A lot of women today, you can hear them say, "Oh, I don't hang out with females. I don't have female friends," and I stay away from them type of women because it's just like, how can't you get along with your own sex?
Well, the reason I can attest to that, I do have female friends, but the circle gets very small. Women are, um, they different. I think women can be backstabbing and conniving. I think women are catty. I think, and it's not all. We talk as a majority, so we're not talking about all. Let me just play the video, and then we're gonna
Mhm.
see what you think
Yeah, I'm about to say,
afterwards.
I need to see what you say about this. So the video is
Sisterhood
pertaining
seems
to
to need a
sisterhood.
reality check, so yes,
Yeah.
I'll be the one to give it to you. First of all, you're not desirable. Let's start there. You have horrible attitudes and you behave like animals. Not to mention, your own men don't want you, and when they do sleep with you, they leave you, and you breed destruction because your womb is cursed. You care more about aesthetic and Gucci, Louis, and Prada than you care about your children and making sure your children can read, and at the very least, making sure they're safe. This is why they're laid out in the streets. And do I have to add that your children are killing each other? Amazing. Y'all are the main ones that promote dysfunction. You support Sexy Red as she sell your children yellow discharge and gonorrhea lip glosses. Do I need to continue? And then you have the nerve to complain about black men when you're the ones that's raising them. And when they raise children by themselves, they do a hell of a better job than you do. And then you have the nerve to shame black men when you guys are doing God knows what for money behind closed doors. You're poisoning their children. And you are just dysfunctional all the way around. And the fact that you think that your aesthetic changes your mentality is amazing. And if you just see how you and your children act on social media, in the real world, just all the way around, it is disgusting because you are disgusting. And do I have to mention that you guys lead in everything that is negative: STDs, abortion, obesity, single motherhood, and you think you're smarter than everybody else when you're the dumbest group in America. And y'all swear everyone wants to be like y'all, but y'all just really want to be like white women, which you will never be.
Damn. Who was what was that girl name? Damn, she went in on y'all, Nikki. Nikki, you wasn't talking about us, Nikki. But she went in on you like, well, let's talk about it, Nikki. This is the name of the show. What's up? I hope did you have your pen and pad right next to you? Cause she hit some good points.
I needed to get the pen and pad. Cause I'm just she was just running it. She put it like this. Give her a chef hat because she cooked.
She chopped that stuff up fresh, baby. See, hey, you know how
So
you ever seen a chef chop onions real fast? That's how she didn't
yeah,
even
she
look
was like,
down.
shh. You're like, hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Or
Shots fired. Oh,
she cooked that meal in 10 minutes and it was delicious. You're like, God damn, what sauce was that? What sauce? That's homemade sauce, baby. What was that
so
girl name?
yeah.
What was her name?
I found her, and I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna drop the link to her page when I go in here. Where did I found her on
It's a
TikTok.
reason why. Okay, it's a reason why she hit all them bullet points. Why do you? I mean, you being a black woman, do you agree with that, or do you have any justification for that, or what's your thought process on that?
Well, I do think that she made some very valid points. You already know how I feel about, especially the part when she, because I always talk about that. How you gonna say you raise the community, but won't take accountability for the YNs that you raise?
Ooh,
So you get what I mean?
you said the
But it,
YNs that you raised. That's. I like how you put that.
because it's the truth. Then, like I said, the accountability, the whole sexy red thing. That's what I always talk about. She hit every point, like how we just lift up degeneracy.
hmm
Like, why do we celebrate everything negative? Why do you think that is?
Why do women celebrate negative
Well, I
things?
guess it. Well, no, I guess in general, but I guess I am talking about women.
Well, I mean, from her standpoint, she's talking about she didn't mention men. She was talking about the black women. I mean, what I got from that video, you say why do women like neg? I don't know, like,
But I mean, but people have to perpetuate that. Men have to see. I think when it comes
mhm.
to certain things, and I'm not condoning it. I'm not condoning it, but I also think that always the men need to take their rightful place, and if they not leading right, and when I say that, I mean don't indulge. A lot of women do things. They'll say they not doing it for a man and they do it for themselves, but a lot of stuff they do is for men. And
What you
I
mean?
think if just so let's talk about the BBLs and all the plastic surgery, the big butts, and women want to look a certain kind of way. They do that. Well, some of them I think now just do it because they think it's cute or it's trendy, but they really do it for the men. Like black men
hmm
always prop up women as thick or with big butts, and they always go for those women. So that would create a sense of insecurity in a woman. Well, I'm gonna just speak for myself, a woman like me, a smaller frame woman. I did used to have that insecurity. Oh, I wish my butt was big. I wish this was that. I wish I was more desirable. Like I didn't feel desirable to black men because I was too small or too skinny for them, which is
Why
unhealthy in itself.
have
That's
you?
promoting unhealthiness too.
I got a question for you, and you probably heard this, and you've seen Facebook statuses, or you've seen women post stuff like this, and I've seen it numerous of times where a woman would be at the gas station, and I guess let's say you run into the get some gas for your car, and you in your regular like clothes, like a jogging suit, you ain't got no makeup, eyelashes on, you just running there, and the men still try to talk to you, and women make Facebook posts like men are weird because why would he try to talk to me knowing that I'm not even, you know, all glam and glitter? And instead of just seeing that that man is really looking at the beauty and the aesthetics of your natural look, that's what drawn him to you. You trip off all this other stuff that you think that men, men don't. How many men do you see say going out getting BBLs, or they wish what women do that stuff for themselves? Watch this. When men go out to an event where women going to be at, who do they get dressed up for?
I mean, I would hope it's for men to catch a mate, but I'm
So
starting to think they
if
do it
my
for each
boy,
other. I'm
no, if
starting to think they. Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
show you an example. If my boy called me like, "Hey, Los, we going out to this event Friday," I'm like, "All right, cool. All right, my homeboy. Hey, what's the dress code?" My homeboy reply, "Hey, put that shit on." As a man, I know what that means. I'm not putting this shit on for him. I'm putting this.
Right.
I'm putting this stuff. Most of the most of the animal species, male species, peacock. Who got the beautiful feathers? The man or the woman?
The male.
Motherfucker, flaunt that motherfucker. You look at that girl, she bald head. She don't like she bald head. She pick she. Hey, my boy flaunt head. She got 13 feathers. Here I come. I got 15, baby. I got two more than him. You better look at me. The male
Right.
cardinals. If you see the prettiest red cardinal, that's male. That is the male bird. He has to look attractive for the opposite sex. Like a ram. If you ever seen a ram in mating season, two rams, they hit each other. That's why they call them rams. The female look at them, and whoever go down first, they don't want that. They want that man that stood standing. Why? Because hey, I want that strong man to have offsprings by. And if
Right.
another man try to come up and take that pussy, he go ram him again. Hey, get away from my pussy. It's mine. What you mean?
Uh,
A lot of women don't go out and get dressed up for men. And you see it now. Like you go to a club, if you go to R&B Mondays, and that's a nice thing DJ Bounce got on Mondays at the Corner Room. What I noticed, I was standing next to a woman, and this woman said some stuff I ain't never heard. She said, "It's too many soft legs in here for me." And I looked, I was like, man, the ratio was outnumbered. It was like 200 women to 10 men. But all these women was dancing on their friends. Their friends
right.
twerking, their friends slapping their ass and stuff. The men just out there just standing.
Yeah, I heard that before. I've heard guys have that beef and complain about that. It's like, what's the point? The
What's
women
the
go
point
out,
of
everybody go, and they clicked up in little herds, dancing, twerking, doing all the little funny duddy stuff.
it? It's
Half the
just like,
time they not even gay, so why are we doing this? And
right?
I think the culture, like the music, I think it makes. That's what I was going back to. I think that it makes women think that's what men want. Because a lot of times when you get cheated on or whatever, it's always, a certain type of chick. Now, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
the mentality of why I thought most women do it. But right now, like she said, the whole sexy red thing, we uplift all this stuff. A lot of this stuff wouldn't be able to ride. If we shamed it, like I say, bring shaming back again. That's my favorite line. If
I
we
got a question
started
for you.
shaming, go ahead.
So you seen I guess I don't get the gist of this. The TV show Baddies.
I heard of it.
Okay, so the terminology baddies. What I'm asking you as a black woman, what is classified to you as a baddie for a woman?
I don't like that term though, because it
I,
seems so
but I'm just saying, but you heard of something like, oh, she a baddie.
right.
Like, what is, and I want your definition, and I'm gonna show you my definition of a baddie. So, you as a
My
woman, what?
definition
Uh huh.
as a baddie to me, you're not a baddie unless you taking care of like your family, your kids, you keep yourself together, you look nice, you working responsible. I think they think baddie is how you built and how you made. And I
Okay.
think it's about your personality. I think it's about how you move in life. I think it's about if you got a career, if you working with your goals, well, like what are you moving towards? So for me, to me, I'm not even a baddie. It's to my standards.
Hmm.
I'm not a baddie because I'm not basing that off even looks. Even if that's what people did, I'm just not a baddie to me. I'm not a baddie until I'm where I want to be and I'm comfortable in the way life going.
To me, a
So
baddie is a woman in her natural state. I can see her natural beauty, her personality. Hey, but see that same smile has to be on the inside too, Nikki. You know what I'm saying? That smile has to match your inside as well. So you have to be inside and out. You know what I'm saying? She's
yeah.
soft, submissive, cooperative, team player. You see what I'm saying? Always come with soft energy. To me, that's a baddie. And when that baddie walk into that room, the men fall in line.
Yeah.
They sense that aroma, and she ain't even got to do too much. So with all
So
these
what did
BBL,
yeah?
say that
Go
again.
ahead.
All
I
these
was gonna
BBL,
ask you. I'm
no, no,
listening.
go ahead.
I think it's a delay. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Oh, all these BBLs. Just me living in the real world. All these BBLs that these women get, and all these these surgeries that they getting on their body.
Mm-hmm.
In the next 15 years, you finna start seeing all these complications
Yeah.
because it's a foreign object in your body. Me as a man, I like to cuddle with my woman. And I like to feel her natural. If she got saggy titties, that's what I like. That's why I'm with you. Your saggy titties is different from any other saggy titties. You can't get these saggy titties on the fucking, in Dr. Miami Chef. You can't get them. And I don't see
No.
why.
What's up, Cole?
Huh?
I was just saying what's up to the chat.
Your ass. Like I've been slapping this ass for the last 7 years. What? You gonna go get an ass, and I'm like, it's gonna feel new to me now. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna feel fake. It's gonna
Yeah.
feel like me bouncing a basketball. You know how basketball feels, and that's how to me that's how BBLs are. They all like basketballs, but a natural body, I can't sit here and hug up with you, and we break up, and then I go find another woman. It's not gonna feel the same. It's not gonna feel like me.
So what did you think about some of the stuff? Like, do you think what she was saying was all the way valid? You like
Hundred
would it?
percent.
Because I think with a lot of things, like if other women heard that, more people trip off people's delivery versus the message that's in it, or versus what the people saying. So I don't know. I think black people, we're especially black women. It's like they can talk crazy to anybody, say whatever they want, how they want it, me and whoever indifferent. But as soon as somebody bring that same energy, trying to hold them accountable and let them know about they self and what other people see, it's a whole problem. It's like it cannot be received. I've been guilty of it. Where that wall, in my when I was married, I've been guilty of that. I don't know what
Why do
that
you think that is though?
is.
Because you're a woman. So why do you think
Well,
that
that's what
is?
I'm gonna say. I think it's because we not used to men giving pushback like that. Like honest to God pushback. As far as like most men shut down, I think. They don't really tell women what's going on. Say they not happy in a relationship or they got an issue with a chick they dating or whatever the case may be. Most men I think retreat versus what most people would call nag. Express themselves and just kind of say, "Hey, it was wrong." But it's almost like that happy wife, happy life syndrome that everybody was taught, men was taught growing up. You just happy wife, happy life. Leave her alone, let her be. And nobody ever gave us pushback or mothers, none of that. So I think now, since the shift is happening, and especially with another generation of men and younger guys, and they starting to wake up and they starting to speak their mind, give pushback, and I don't think women used to it. That's why
How
you
can
starting to
men?
be called misogynist and like all these toxic masculinity and misogynist and all of
Most
these things.
women,
Like I've heard women call you a misogynist, and I don't think you're a misogynist at all.
most women call me narcissistic, and I asked them, "What does that mean?" Most women use that narcissistic, and it's just like you can't even tell me what that means. Men don't call other women narcissistic. When have you
Which,
ever
but
heard a man?
a lot of them are. That's what I've been learning. That a lot of women say that, but I'm noticing if we just talking about actual narcissistic traits, women
But this
have
is the
them.
thing: women want men to lead, but are women really listening to us? How can we sit here? How can women sit here and say they want a man to lead? And it's only in the black community. You can't look at no other community where they women don't listen to their men. I'm just saying, like, and
That's
don't take
why.
and don't take it from me saying this. Like, I stay next door to Mexicans, and I see how them men, once them men come in the house, or them men say, like, them women do for them men. Why? Because them men are the provider, but they only providing because they got the orders that they told them. The order, and this where they gonna get
Right.
me at the terminology, and I'm gonna say that. them orders that the men told them women to do, they do.
Yeah.
But like a lot of women will sit here and say they want a leader as a man, and most men know how to lead. But it's just like, why would I lead you knowing that you're not listening to me? And then
I
if
don't
you
know
don't
about
listen
that,
to me,
Carlos.
you say, I mean, I'm gonna say it again. Most men know how to lead. A lot of women don't listen to the men. How are we the only group? How are we the only group of demographics that's out of order like this?
I'm well, I know I understand that, but I do think that a lot of men don't know how to lead. And
Okay,
that's a problem too.
let's say black men. Don't say a lot of men, because like I said,
Well,
I'm
black
talking about.
men,
Why do you think that though? Because most women would sit here and say, oh, most women would say now, oh, they're the man in the household. It's just like, all right, if you say that, that's masculine energy. And I'm the type of man, well, since you want to be masculine, get the other side of this refrigerator and help me carry it upstairs to the second floor. Since you want to be masculine.
yeah.
If a woman basks in her soft energy, that man is going to protect her at the highest, most level that she don't even know.
So do you just want women to shut up? I heard a lot of men just
I never
say
said
to
that.
women need to shut. No, I'm saying
No,
I heard a lot of
oh,
men saying that women need to just shut up and stay in their rightful place. Get
I
your
mean,
butt in the kitchen, woman.
my whole thing is most men want a cooperative woman. It ain't about, oh, shut up. Like, why would a man want to sit here and tell his woman to shut up? Like, his woman should already know him. You see what I'm saying? His woman should know
Right.
how he operates. His woman should know, hey, these are triggers that's going to trigger him. But again, that's you fully knowing your mate. But it ain't about, oh, shut up. Like sometimes, like, do women get out of line sometimes? Yes. And you have to do that. But at the same time, as a man, if you bring nothing but soft energy to that man, he's going to protect you at the most highest level that you don't even understand. But how can I protect a woman if she's not listening to me? Because if you're not listening to me, that means you're putting us in danger. And
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. But like I said, you as a black woman, what makes y'all think y'all so like y'all? When have you ever heard a man say he's independent and don't need a woman?
I don't hear him say it, but I don't think men actually need a woman unless he want to procreate.
Every man need a woman.
I mean,
That's
they
the
do, but I'm saying if we had to, like, when women
every
say, I don't need a
every man.
man, a woman probably, she could survive, but that's that boss chick mentality. I'm talking about a regular
That woman
woman.
cannot survive. Look at the show
Right.
Survivors. Look at
No,
they dropped them
you
women
can't.
off. They dropped them naked and so they dropped them women off on the east side and dropped the men off on the west side. Within the day, the men already had a habitat of eating, building stuff. The women needed the men. They found themselves going over the look. Don't take my look at the show. If women didn't need men, y'all would not survive. Because how many men do you know back up the woman police officer? How many women police officers have you seen? And it's just two women in there. How many women fire or when you got a fire in your house, it's nothing but women in that fire truck.
I wouldn't like that. I would be
No.
very
It ain't
uneasy.
about you like that. I'm just saying, let's put things in perspective. How many
Right.
patrol cars have you seen in St. Louis that had two women in the patrol car? It's always a man
None.
backing that woman up. How many fire trucks have you seen? It's nothing but women in there.
Actually, none. I
How
ain't
many
seen no women on a fire truck.
how many women do you see doing these dirty jobs or these hard jobs, being in construction?
No.
And if they are, you see how rough the women are.
See, now you get into the so-called pay gap between men and women. See, now you moving over into that
It
realm
ain't no pay
where they
gap. It's
like,
equal.
I
It ain't no
know
pay
it's
gap.
not.
It ain't no pay gap.
It's not a pay
But
gap. Yeah.
but but this the thing I'm trying to tell. This is the real world we live in. So to piggyback off what I was saying, men always need a woman. We always gonna need a woman. We ain't gonna need no any type of woman there. But I ain't never the men I hang around, and I'm 37 years old. The men I hang around, I never in my life heard the men that I hang around say they don't need no woman. Because if I'm hanging around them men and they say they don't need a woman, I need to get the fuck away from you because what the fuck you need?
Yeah.
I'm just
Right.
being real. Like
What
what you
do
need
them
on this?
women? I wonder what did when they say that. So, and because I've heard women say that, especially women that got it all. I don't need a man. I would want a
Because
man
they
to companionship. Like, what do you want him for? What is he there for?
because they got hurt by other men and them the men that they picked. And I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. Like I didn't tell you to pick them men. But
Yeah.
them the men that you picked. Ain't nobody tell you to pick them men. But like a lot of
So
women would say
what?
here, you would hear a lot of women say, "Oh, in order for me to release my feminine energy, you have to take me out my masculine energy." No, I would never date a woman like that because at the same time, how would you feel if I was interested in you? I'm like, "Hey, Nikki, how you doing?" And my shirt tied up to the fucking side. Until you release this, that's when you go get the masculine energy. You wouldn't even open your legs up to me. So
No.
when women say shit like that, it's just like that's the stupidest thing you can say. Because I didn't put this masculine trait on you. Whoever you dealt with put this masculine trait on you. So be masculine to the person.
Yeah.
Be masculine to the person who put that to you. Don't be masculine to me until I put you in that form.
So I want to give a solution because I know why a lot of women fall into. I'm not gonna say I know why, but mostly I think we fall into that masculine role is
Mm-hmm.
because we've been on our own for so long and we've been having to do a lot of stuff. The life we chose, most likely, but I'm just saying the reality. We doing, and then all of a sudden it's like we build up this. I think it's a wall,
Mm-hmm.
or it's it's almost I guess like a habit. You grow into your habits, and so now when somebody else come
When you
in,
get stuck in your
you
ways,
so
I
used
get
to,
that.
yeah, you get stuck in your ways. So what I would suggest to women is to kind of shed all that baggage. That's why I say I wish my son and these young boys, I want to encourage them marrying young. That's why I like having these conversations in the black community. I think
Well,
that's
you said
gonna solve
so.
the baby mamas the culture. That's gonna solve the wealth, generational wealth issue. It's gonna solve a lot of issues, especially if you talk about men and these young men learning what their rightful place is in society. Getting one of these younger women, not a little girl, but just that don't have a lot of baggage and trauma. I don't think either one of them need it. Back in the day, kids used to get married and be with their families and stuff still. They still had support and they had all that. But I did want to ask one question while I'm thinking about the video. Because it was
Yeah.
something that she said in there, and I want to get your take on this. She said something about men and how, how we messed up the community or whatever. And even men be a single father better than us. So, and I've said this before, do you think that a single father, correct, and I'm just talking about daughters now because we all know we'll say the son belong with his daughter, with his father, but I think that even a single father could raise a better daughter than a single mother. I'm just not saying she gonna do the best she can, but I'm just saying I think he could still teach her how to be a woman effectively and raise her a little bit better. She gonna
Yeah.
always need a woman around, but she was saying that single fathers raise the
But
kids better than women.
but men not raising their daughters to say here and say they don't need a man. Most women, and I said most, not all. Most women are raising their daughters like, hey, you don't need a man to do nothing for you. Me, if I ever have a daughter, I would never in my life say you don't need a man. I would definitely say you need a man because at the same time, a love is, a love, like I'm gonna love all my children, but you have to, a daughter is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my daughter gets to the age where, she moving into her apartment and stuff, I'm gonna have to help her if she ain't got no man. Like I'm her only father figure. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm getting older. I ain't trying to be 70 years old. You moving to
Right,
a house. Where nephew is? Oh, what's up? What you buddy?
right.
Let me go ahead. Hey, go ahead, put that over there. Shit, this is a good man. Like I don't want to
But
do
it
that.
used
Like
to be, yeah,
I want my daughter to have a man because that's protection. You see what I'm saying?
right,
If a bad storm came and blew the windows and stuff out the house, I can be peaceful. Like I'm gonna be worried, but hey, she got Charlie over there. You good? Y'all good? All right,
right.
Yeah, all right, I'll bring some screwdrivers over there for you, Charlie. Shit.
I think all women need a covering. I definitely think that. But
Men need
yeah,
women, men need women, and women need men. But like I said,
well,
you're not hearing men sit here and preach like, oh, I don't need a woman. Like, nah, I ain't never heard no man say, oh, they don't need no woman. We know we need a you know how crazy, do you know how fucked up men would be if they don't have a woman? You know how stressed
y'all
they
didn't
are?
have us. You think the world violent now?
Exactly. 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 So that's why you know when women say they don't need a man, I stay away from them because they're mean.
You
What do
say
you
they
mean?
mean.
They're mean. They are
Yeah,
mean. Like most of the
it
women.
is a lot of mean women out here. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If you know was in a long term relationship and it had turmoil in it, do you need your space? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But like I tell women, don't put up a brick wall because someone else put up a brick wall. Like I didn't put them bricks down there. Now, if I sit here and tell you, you know, I'm gonna do this, do that, or I'm gonna give you this and give you that, and I don't, and I lie and I, you know, be conniving, then you can start putting my bricks down that I built or I'm laying
Right.
down. But like, why would you come up? You know, because I don't come up with a wall because you didn't build that wall. But like, if you start doing, all right, here go a brick. Hey, your wall getting big, baby. Shit, that's why I got a wall up because you're doing this stuff.
Right.
But like, why should
Yeah.
I have to suffer a wall that someone else built?
No, that's not fair to men.
It's not fair because now I got to take this wall down, which you're not giving me 100% of you. Now, when I take this wall down, I might be tired. Like, shit.
By the time you get through chipping away and breaking at every layer and every piece and every trauma, you tired and beat, and you got to go to work and take out the trash
I'm
and cuddle
tired.
you and this and that and this and
But,
drink coffee on the porch.
but if I'm in a relation, if I'm feeling a woman, it's no reason for me to have a wall up because someone else put that up for them. No, you get 100% of those all the time until you start showing me things. And then I start, hey, I'm going to deduct it. All right, well, I know how it is now. But like,
Yeah.
do you think as a woman, I got a question for you. Do you think a lot of women in today's generation are out of line?
Yes,
Why do you think that?
absolutely.
Why do you, what's your opinion of why they out of line?
Because of how we was raised and the whole I think this been happening, so this goes all the way back for me to the whole welfare state. This for me had, I know it's been an agenda for the longest, working on separating. Once slavery was won and they did all that, they had to figure out another way to separate the family. They knew that they could not fundamentally take over our mindsets and our households if a strong man was still in it. So that's when they start giving out the welfare checks and doing all this, but you can't have your man stand there. So now the men, they kicking the men out. So now at this point, the women have married the government. Now the government is the kid's daddy. So I think it's been starting since then. So then you come up and it's been working. You got the whole feminist movement, the Me Too movement, and I don't need a man movement. Remember INDEP? It started back then. It was still going. They was chipping and chipping. They played a long game. And they knew if we didn't have men in the family, and then if you raised black, because if you noticed in the last few years or so, especially with all the DEI stuff, if you and just think about it, they have been propping black women all the way up here and kind of keeping black men here. I don't know if you noticed that just in society, if you kind of watching the culture, the news,
You
movies.
don't think men feel that?
I don't know if all of them do. I think a lot of them sleep, Carlos. Like I've met, that's what I call some of these men so beta. They so lost. Like how you a leader and you don't even know what's going on around you. If I could see it, I'm hoping they can see it. But I talk to a lot of people be like, "Oh, girl, you crazy." What? That's a real thing. They've been propping black women up. So now, here's where you get the boss bitch. You get what I'm saying? That shit is wild.
I still, I still don't know what a boss bitch is. A
I
boss bitch,
mean,
a boss bitch is an adult because she's taking care of her responsibilities.
Right, doing what you're supposed to do.
No, I'm just saying, like, when I heard boss bitch, it's like, okay, well, I got my own career, I got my own. It's just like, okay, welcome to adulthood.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, welcome to adulthood. Like,
As far as I'm concerned, who made that shit up? I don't want to be equal.
men didn't make
I
that up.
don't.
Women did.
I know. And if I can go back in time and smack the bitch in her face that said, "Go to work. We want to work too," I would, because I don't feel like it. And I know most women don't feel like it. And even when they think they do, they burnt out, they tired, they wore out, they edge is coming out, they stressed out, and the
But I
kids is
don't
out
think
of control.
I don't see how, because back when I grew up, both my grandmother, all the women that on my mom and my dad's side, both of them, all the women had jobs. And when they had jobs, they came in, they still fed the children, the grandchildren, and my grandmother. She fed the community. Her whole block knew who my whole block of Margaretta knew who my grandma was. She worked down at City Hall. I remember my grandma used to bring stacks of carbon copy papers, and we used to have to stamp them to help her out with her, her work. But guess what?
Right.
My grandma, and she ain't do that fast food stuff. She got in that kitchen and cooked home cooked meals. So when women be like, "Oh, I want to be a stay-at-home mom and stuff," that's a blessing if a man can do that. But if a man can do that, that woman strictly has to be comfortable with that man income, and she cannot make that man feel less than what he
Right.
already provided. If he's making $50,000, you have to be comfortable with that $50,000. You have to be comfortable. Hey, babe, we can't take trips every year. We can't go out every year. It's only one income, and that is hard.
I don't think it's hard if
It's
people
not
manage their
hard.
money
Look
right.
what you just said. It's not hard if you got the right woman. And that's the attitude to have. I don't think it's hard. Why? Because you want to be a team player for that household.
Yeah.
Most women won't even look at a man. If a woman is making more than a man, she's not looking at him. She want that man to either make as much as her or more than her. But if I'm a well-off man and I seen you working at McDonald's and you had a nice ass attitude, do you think as a man I would have a problem dropping your ass off at work at 6 in the morning, knowing that you done rub my
No.
back, you done clean my house, you done ran my bath water.
Yeah, men will date down for some reason, and that's the reason a lot of women single now. You got all
But
these women going after
is
like
that
one
really
percent of men.
you only hold on, but you only saying dating down because of a salary cap. That's not really dating down. Most women sit here and say men date down. And when you say date down, that's a salary cap. I'm not talking about a salary cap. I'm talking about this woman being soft and cooperative with this man and making his life less stressful. That ain't dating down to me. I got a woman that's providing for me. I don't care if you make $20,000. That's not that. Most women sit here and say, "Oh, wait, she dating down because that's a salary cap. Y'all not making that salary." No, if this woman see me and I'm stressed out, I'm working in construction. She know I'm working in construction. Her goes some new insoles. It's about 6 months. Damn, shit. I wasn't even thinking about getting no insoles. Her go your bath water. Damn,
Right,
you done ran the bath. Yeah, Epsom salt as well. Oh shit, you got
right.
candles
So
and
in
shit.
your view, like a lot of people use that term date down, but I get what you're saying.
It's a salary cap.
Right. That's a perspective. That's not down to you. That's actually up to you. That's winning to you. You leveled
That's
up.
winning because you taking stress off of my everyday life. And now, can I
Yeah.
do it? Can I do it? Yeah, I'm an adult, so I have to do that. But if I can have someone come in and help me alleviate some of that stuff, oh, the girl I'm
Yeah.
talking to now, when I say, I remember the first day I met her, and I remember she took my hand. I just remember some soft hands taking me, and she saying, "Walk me to my car." And I ain't never had no woman. I'm talking about. I remember
And you know I ain't never heard you talk like this, right?
she took my. I remember her soft hands and her soft
This
voice.
the
She said,
second time you done brought this
she
lady up.
she took my hand, and I'm like, okay, right there, that soft energy had me like poison ivy blowing that purple smoking robin. And that's what a soft cooperative woman would do to a man.
So
That's
what
that
do you
perfect.
think will help us? What do you think
I just
will
gave you the
help?
cue. Being soft and
No, I'm
being
saying
oh,
because all women not like. So I'm saying because I'm talking about them hard. You know the women I'm talking like. Do you think it's hope, or you think they gonna be cat ladies? You leave them alone, and we start over raising our youth up, or do
What
you
Kevin
think
Samuel
if
said?
the huh?
What Kevin Samuel famous line about the women you just described? Get a dog and die alone.
Yeah. Well, there you
Get a
have it.
dog
So
and
do
die
you
alone.
see the question I got on there?
Do
So do
black
you
women,
think that's true? Put themselves on a high pedestal.
you say do black women?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean by like you talking about being the independent, strong woman?
I'm a
Well, you,
queen. I'm this. I make that. I got this. I do this. I'm blah blah blah.
I
We
mean, I don't.
raised this
That's
country.
not
We
put.
built this country. We carry the country on our shoulders. We do everything. We raised the whole world.
But
We are
I
the
mean,
world.
but they don't. If you say that, they don't take the dirty jobs. They don't take the hard jobs. So they didn't like what you just said. I would say no. If that's what you just said, like no, that's no because how many of your female friends are working in construction, building infrastructure?
No.
Yeah.
And
So you
now you
can.
want to know why she want to do that.
But you just said, look what you just said though. I'm just going off what you just told me.
No, I was saying the attitude. Those type of women, you see them online when they just always just talking about what the black woman did and
And most of the
we
women single.
built this.
Were
They
they
are
married?
single.
I'm just saying,
I don't
like, I don't know them, but like most
know.
women are single. Them type of women, where they men at? Because
You
men is
like
not.
them earthy women? You like them earthy women?
Why not? Them earthy women go put them earthy women
I
gonna put
heard they some. I heard they like that. I heard they something
them
else. And
them earthy conscious women is gonna make sure they man is fed right, got the right nutrition. If you obese, that woman would, hey babe, we cutting this out our diet. If that woman really love that man gonna go from 350 pounds to shit, a healthy weight, and you gonna see it because that woman want that man to be in her life because she don't want that man to get ill. She don't want that man to get sick. She want that man to be by her side.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna move on to this next subject. We went a little 15 minutes over. I wanna you to listen to this from Charleston White. And he was at
Oh,
a
when
HBCU.
he was at that university.
I guess I thought he went to a lot of them, so I don't know if this is recent or
I
not.
just know I've
So
been working so much. I know I think he walked out of one HBCU or something. But go ahead, play the clip.
let me see.
To the police before we even get to the systematic structures of racism. What
Oh shit! Hold
conditions was
on.
you born in?
Hold on. What did I do? Where is Carlos? Oh.
Let's start there because the white man, before we even get to the police, before we even get to the systematic structures of racism, what conditions was you born in? Let's start there because the white man, the system, don't have nothing to do with the club your mom and daddy met in. In the night your mom and daddy decide to have unprotected sex out of wedlock to develop you. That's where it starts, long before the systematic structures. The prenatal care that your mother didn't do, that's where it started. Was you breastfed when you got her? Was your dad in her? What kind of environment was you born in to develop your temperament when you are easily angered? Was you introduced to a man? Was you abused and neglected by your mother? Did you eat breakfast before you got to school? Who taught you to read? The white man ain't got nothing to do to that. Those are your mother's and choices, decisions. The roots and the fruit are one and the same. It ain't got nothing to do with racism because capitalism has superseded racism. Did your mama birth you poor? Do you get free lunch? Because if you get free lunch, you are at below or at above the poverty level. The system has nothing to do with that. Do you have a piggy bank? Do you know banking? Could you count and could you read before you showed up to this white man's school system? That's where it starts at. Oh, he said, who taught you how to read? Your parents? No. The school? Well, the same system that you think suppress you, who put the rules down in the hood before you even learned the laws? You follow hood codes, hood principles. You don't follow the white man's laws. The hood say you can't wear this color. Who gave them the color? The conditions of their heart. Who write these rap lyrics? The music label don't. The condition of the heart of the rapper shows up at these white men's doorstep with these dreadful, detrimental lyrics. It's in their hearts, based on how they was raised and where they was raised.
He had some points on that.
He absolutely did. Hold on, I think I spelled that word wrong. I had to fix it.
I agree with him. I agree 100% with what he said. Basically, he's saying it's
So,
like he was saying the white man ain't got nothing to do with it. It starts at home, and I believe him. Like your children, and I don't know how you raise your children. If you want the system to go out there and raise your children how to do math, knowing that you know how to do math, read, knowing that you know how to read, you as an individual is a messed up parent because it's just like, why are you not instilling that in your children? And it started home. Like it started home.
yeah,
Is it poverty levels that hinder people from getting certain things, especially in the Black community? Absolutely. But it's other avenues and it's other ways that you can go about that. You just got to do the research. You just got to go. If you really a go getter, and you got some moms out here who don't play about their children, especially when it comes to education, certain programs that they want to get their kids in, knowing that they ain't got the funds. They got they have that. But like I said,
yeah.
my main topic, it comes from the home first. They don't come from no system. So I agree with him, 100% on that. And then, depending on where you live at, that stuff is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like if your shit, like me, I went to public schools all my life. I had to go through metal detectors from middle school to high school. I remember going out to, I think it was Rockwood. I think I was
How old are you again?
I'm 37.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay, because I remember when they first put them in the school. So I was in high school when they first
So
started putting them in the school.
I remember I was my partner Austin. I think he went out to, I want to say Rockwood. It was far out. I think it was Rockwood. And I remember going, I think it was a basketball game or something, or going into their schools. It was either we went into their gymnasium or something, and I walked clean in. And I was like, dang. And I remember going to, I think it was like they Popeyes. Some Popeyes, you got to talk through the window to get your order and
Yeah.
stuff. The first thing I said, I was like, dang, I say, the counter is open. Like it's open. Like I can touch. And this, I was, like I said, the 6th, 7th grade, I can touch the lady hand and get that. And so his white friends looked at me. He was like, what school you go to? And I was like, man, I go to, Yateman Middle. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, what's that? I'm like, it's a middle school. I'm like, we go through metal detectors. He said, what is a metal detector? And right there is I don't even know how old I was when you were in the 6th grade. Right there at that age, I was like, wow, it's a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
Definitely, yeah.
They don't have, do you know how they don't have to go through that. And it's less stressful because you ain't gotta open your book bag. You ain't gotta worry about this area bringing this type of crime or whatever in this neighborhood. So you ain't thinking like that. And I remember when I think I was in Kirkwood? I think I was at Ross getting a suitcase. And I could just feel the difference of staying in the city. I was like, man, I kind of can leave my car doors open out here. You know what I'm saying? I could just feel it does matter about
it's almost like a
and me
like
staying in it's like a relief.
woosah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I was like, I can feel like, God damn, like they out here, they have no worries. That's the best way to put it. They have no worries.
So do you think the question on things? So you saying, do you think systematic racism is still relevant? Like, should people still be making such a big deal out of it? I know that they making money off of it, but do you think it's to the point to where they have divided the country with this thing? And this basically been, I ain't gonna even say since George Floyd. It really hit the fan with George Floyd, but
it's still going on.
Happened with Yeah, it happened with Mike Brown, her in Ferguson. So this whole little shift started kind of happening then, the whole BLM thing. Once this whole BLM thing, because I was reading some data and race relations was literally at its best in like decades, like right before Obama got in office, right? But for some reason, after he got in office and after the whole Trayvon thing and all this, race relations skyrocketed to like an all-time high with a divide. So that's
The
why I
best,
say it be an agenda.
the best way I could put it is when before that Mike Brown stuff happened. You know the side of Ferguson. Like it's two sides of Ferguson. It's the good side of Ferguson. It's the bad side of Ferguson. Well, I ain't gonna say good. It's the black side and it's the white side. So like that. After that happened, they did a research on where these tickets was written at, and it was almost 85% of these tickets came from the black side. Like you get pulled over, they give you a ticket. It was on the black side of Ferguson. It went on the white side. So now, if you go down to Ferguson, they cannot pull you over and write you a ticket now.
What?
Don't take my advice. Look it up. It's research on this stuff.
You cannot get a ticket in Ferguson right now?
If you go by Canfield or something, they would not give you no ticket because they seen, hey, why is it that over here it's an influx of getting tickets and it's for the black, you taking money out of the black people pocket. But on the other side, you know what the other side is with a police station at? That's Ferguson.
Well, that's probably
Why?
because our tags and stuff ain't right and we don't have licenses and we be doing all type of goofy shit.
But why is that? You see what I'm saying?
I
Why
did
is that?
not know that. I did not know
Don't.
that.
But look, don't take my advice. Go look. Go do your research. But I'm gonna have to get off this. I'm gonna have to get off on Nikki.
Yeah, we gonna get off of her. I just wanted to spend a little time on that, and then you can hop off of here, and then I'm gonna kind of. I was gonna talk about Charlie Kirk, but we ain't got time. We already hitting an hour, but it's
Man,
been real. We were supposed to have a couple other people. Thank you for the people that's been in and out that stuck with us. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe. I'm gonna chop this video up. You can come back and rewatch it. It's gonna be posted. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you know anybody that want to hop on this panel on Thursday Night Live, we are not looking to be in an echo chamber. We want all diversity of thought, all type of people. We don't care, but you gotta have a thick skin. You can crash out, but don't be hanging up because you're mad at us and stuff. Okay, you can't be mad at me and Los. We just talking, but we do want to get these conversations going. And the ultimate goal, I know the ultimate goal for me is to just bring light to the situations in the black community that people tend to ignore and want to blame everything on everybody else, because I think that's the only way we're going to get better.
Amen.
So, all right, Los, thank you again. I thank y'all for coming out. I'm just another brown girl America with your girl Nikki and my boy C. Love ourselves. I'll holler at you later. Bye.
Peace out. Thanks, Nikki.
Thanks.
Oh, 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 oh.